Hello, beautiful people. It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back again with another video from Piers. Let's check it out.
Welcome to you all. How are you, James? You missed me?
Hello.
Did I miss you, Piers? Not really. And this whole Snow White thing is just performative outrage. It is.
Actually, you're right. Do you know what? We're going to start the new autumn season, if you like, of this, or the fall, if you're watching in America, with a point of immediate agreement between me and James Barr.
Right.
That's exactly what this is. It is performative bullshit.
No, it's performative outrage.
But it's by Disney and by Hollywood.
On your part.
Really? Why?
Yes, absolutely. Because this is a movie that was made in 1937 and is being remade in 2024. And you sit here moaning about the differences between those two movies, like 1937 were the glory days.
What?
Well, what are you talking about? Why are you offended by this movie? Why do you think people are not
Because they replaced the dwarves with CGI abominations. They are pretending like Rachel Ziegler is the first of them all when she looks like Lord Farquaad in the film. Somehow Gal Gadot,
so
who's
rude, Esther.
easily one of the top 10 most attractive women on the planet, is some evil, ugly stepmother, which she is not. I don't know how she burst out laughing.
Yeah, none
saying,
of it
who's
works.
the first of them
Right?
all
None
and
of it
looking
is
at
actually
Rachel.
the truth.
Yeah.
Let's bring
It's nonsense.
let's bring in our two YouTube experts, because Critical Drinker, your YouTube video on the trailer has now been viewed nearly 2.5 million times. And you said the new dwarf's look is nightmare fuel. Can you explain that for us, please?
Yeah, so what they've obviously tried to do is retain the artistic aesthetic of the cartoon from the 1930s, but transpose it into a live-action movie, and it just looks horrific. It's so out of place. And when you see them dancing next to Rachel Zegler, who's an actual human actor, it just looks awful. They don't match up. They're deep into the uncanny valley. It is the worst possible choice they could have made. It would have been so much... It would be so much easier if they just used actual dwarf actors. I don't know why they haven't done that.
Why is no one offended about the new Lord of the Rings show on Amazon, where they have actors, non-dwarf actors playing dwarfs? Why are we not talking about that? Why is no one offended about that? Why are we just picking on Disney?
Well, I am now you mentioned it.
Yeah,
Well, you should be.
There's room for
Yeah,
equal room for
could have got
outrage.
them in.
But there isn't, is there? You're just firing
I'm offended
outrage
about the whole
at
show,
Snow
personally,
White
but-
because they're trying to do something different.
Hey, man, you want to talk to me about Rings of Power? I will talk your ear off for hours,
Let's
but
go.
like we're here to discuss Snow White, so what do you want me to say?
You know, exactly.
But again, the essence of telling a story, isn't it supposed to be telling, or aren't they supposed to be telling a good story instead of pushing an agenda or promoting a propaganda or whatever for whatever woke ideology they want the society to represent? It's not making sense, because when you watch lots of remakes of some movies, you see the revolution. Yeah, it may not look the exact same as 1937, but again, you trying to change the entire storyline or changing a storyline to befit or fit a certain narrative or certain agenda does not cut it. They should just leave the entertainment for entertainment, leave the storytelling for storytelling, and keep the agenda to themselves. We're tired of seeing this woke agenda or woke ideology in our faces. It's tiring. When is the expiry date?
Let's bring in, I want to bring in Jolly, because what this is really about is the fact that the people who are most angry about this are not people like me who were saying, well, why the hell are they doing this? It's such crap. It was actual dwarf actors who rely on movies like this, which literally are about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They rely on that for really significant income. If you're a dwarf actor and you land a part in one of these movies, you make a lot of money. And yet suddenly it's been taken away from you. That's what incenses me on their behalf.
Yeah, this is where political correctness paints itself into a corner every single time. You find yourself with very strange bedfellows in this. And it's not just the actors, it's Disney fans. Disney fans are offended by Rachel Zegler's comments disrespecting the movie that made Disney. And this is why there is 1 million dislikes on this trailer. And it's a culmination of creative bankruptcy. If this movie just existed on its own, it probably wouldn't be that much of a controversy. But if you add a singular Peter Dinklage interview that cost dwarf actors their jobs, and Zegler out there popping off and fanning the flames, along with everything Disney's done over the last 6 years, you have Snow White
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the point.
But
And
this is faux
James,
outrage.
here's my point. James. If you had a gay-themed movie, right, and it had potentially parts for 6 great gay characters, right? Say there was a book and it had 6 great gay characters in it. And there were lots of gay actors who would love to play those roles, right? And suddenly it was decided that that could not happen, that actually no gay actors would be allowed to play any of those roles. You would be on here leading the charge of outrage that gay actors were being deprived work when it was literally in their wheelhouse. And that's the argument which I don't think you're quite computing.
No, and I agree with you. I would be somewhat outraged, but I think there's something deeper going on here in that we're talking about stereotypes. I'm normally offended if a gay person misses out on a gay role, if a straight person is playing a camp, overtly gay stereotype.
Right, so why are you not upset for the dwarf actors?
Because I think what they're trying to do here is make it more inclusive. Plus, also remember,
It's not inclusive.
the
It's a robot.
original.
It's like
You're excluding
They're
dwarf
trying
actors.
to
They are
That's the
literally
opposite of
stereotypes.
They're
inclusion.
literally
This is
excluding
why are we
dwarves.
pretending that Hollywood is a fair place for actors?
It's not about
Why
that.
are
But
we
the
sat
thing
here?
is, they didn't even. Hold on.
The world isn't a
with
fair place.
cartoons.
They were
Exactly.
cartoons in the original film.
But they have a human actress. So they have a human actress dancing next to 6
But
green
how far do we
dummies.
go with this faux outrage? Are we going to
Well,
say
I mean,
that
we could
actual, like
start.
in the movie
We could
Pets,
start
all
by
pets
letting
need to be
actors
actual
act.
animals?
Because you are
we
the
going to
people
say
like
that
you. Hold
Yoda
on.
needs to be played by?
It's people like you that would be outraged that if an actor is not gay, you shouldn't play a gay role. When actors are literally paid to act. So how about we just let actors act? And if you're going to cast human beings as human roles, then you shouldn't replace them with CGI abominations and say,
I mean,
oh, by
literally,
the way, this is
if a
inclusive.
dwarf actor-
It's
I don't know why you
ridiculous
keep
to say a
saying
CGI
James, I don't know why you keep saying
abomination.
outrage.
It's
as
a
well.
point.
An abomination.
It actually is an
There are so
abomination.
many CGI movies, and
It
there
is
are
an
so
abomination.
many people that have
I think
played
you're- yeah.
dwarves that have been they've used CGI to do that, and no one's outraged. You're just outraged because Disney are trying to make the world a better place, and you want to live in 1937.
Nobody at Disney's making the world a better place, man. And I don't know why you keep using the word outrage. No one's outraged about this movie. People are laughing at it because it's a joke. It is a combination of everything bad about modern movie making. You've got a movie called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs that doesn't have dwarves in it. You've got the fairest of them all, who's put up against Gal Gadot, and somehow Gal Gadot is jealous of Rachel Zegler. And you've got a story about the search for true love that's no longer about true love.
about power.
What even is this movie?
Exactly.
It's a hollow, vacuous
Yep.
And I can
joke
add
that
one.
You see what he just did there? This is the same double standard that these their people try to do or try to bring. So all of a sudden, people shouldn't be surprised that the entertainment industry is not inclusive. But the exact same group of people that would still be complaining or crying and saying that they were not included in some particular movie roles or they were not given some roles that is befitting for them. So you want to tell me dwarf actors shouldn't act or play their dwarf roles? Who is supposed to play the dwarf role? So if straight people are not supposed to play gay part or gay roles, why do you think dwarf should be replaced by something else? Does it even make sense? So like you see where all of this is coming to play, or you see how all of this is coming to play, all because of wokeness. It's not making sense. Yeah, they fight that they want to be so inclusive, but they are excluding some group of people. But at the same time, they are forgetting that exactly what Esther said. They are forgetting that these are actors, and actors are paid to act. So if they are not paid to act, potentially they're out of jobs. But no, we should also remember that the entertainment industry is not inclusive. Meanwhile, these are the exact same group of people who get offended when they are not represented or not included.
everyone is
More. In fact, I'll
laughing
let
at.
Nadrotic do this because there's a leaked scene that was shown at the recent D23 reveals that the modern empowered Snow White won't even allow domestic labour being carried out by herself. Instead, she orders the dwarves to tidy up themselves, even when they've had a hard day
It's
down the
their
mine.
house.
I mean, Nadrotic, isn't this taking the whole virtue signalling stuff to a ridiculous degree?
Absolutely. If you want to remake the movie, just remake the movie in live action, note for note. It would probably be much better. But it's so obvious now because of the blight of intersectionality that's spread throughout our entire society that we can't have a woman holding a broom. Not that Rachel Zegler would know what to do with a broom other than fly on it, but I mean, that's what it is, and it's predictable, and it's what Drinker just said. It's nobody's outraged. It's mockery. Don't
and we all know
confuse
the
outrage
moment
with
we all
mockery.
know. I haven't seen it yet, but I would lay even money. The moment Prince Charming moves in for the kiss while she's asleep, he gets arrested.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately.
I mean,
She hasn't given consent.
Arrested and taken off to Harvey Weinstein's prison.
The original story is problematic. Why is everyone ignoring that?
Problematic?
Why should a woman walk into seven blokes' house, right? Seven dwarfs' house, and clean it for them? It's their house. I don't care how long they've been working. Do the cleaning yourself.
Why should
they save her life at that point?
They've been down a mine all day. Why isn't she down the mine?
Well, they shouldn't be, because mines
but hold on.
shouldn't exist
What about
anymore.
gratitude and being a decent person? They're letting her stay there for free.
And by the way, how dare you stigmatise cleaning as a job?
I'm just saying that I think it's weird that you're
a lot of
all
cleaners
saying...
watching this show thinking, wow, really? You're saying that it's beneath a woman to clean?
No, I'm saying that everyone should clean, especially the person that owns the house.
Are you saying it's demeaning for a woman to clean a house?
Piers, that's
James,
not what I said.
I'm letting you know this now. If I ever let you live in my house for free, you are cleaning.
And just to make matters even worse, Critical Drinker, we then had Rachel Zegler, who'd already been gobbing off left, right and centre, causing endless problems. She then shared the trailer on social media and added Free Palestine, despite the fact that her co-star, Gal Gadot, is Israeli. So you can imagine what that's done. That's just poured kerosene all over the place.
Does she even know where Palestine is?
The promotional tour for this movie is going to be wild, man.
Yeah.
When you get them two together.
I mean,
I don't know why she felt the need to do that. It's if there's one thing you want to do, particularly when you're someone like Rachel Zegler, who's already in hot water, just stay away from politics for a little while. Just try and promote your crap movie and try and salvage something from this mess. But I guess you just couldn't.
The odd thing is actually, Najoti, that Disney have just had a monster hit this summer, haven't they?
Yeah, two. They've had two. They've had actually a pretty good year. If you think about it, Planet of the Apes, most with Fox properties, but Planet of the Apes did okay. Alien Romulus is doing pretty good. Inside Out 2 was the biggest movie of the year.
And you know what none of them
Deadpool
did?
And Wolverine is still crushing it.
Right, and none of them went down this stupid road. Right? In other words, when Disney just does what we want Disney to do, which is make great movies. I think Disney's a great company, historically a fantastic company, and it's done some great stuff this summer. Just do what you're good at. You don't need to do this stuff. If you just brought out a movie with Snow White and dwarf actors, everyone would have gone, great. That's the movie we want to see.
It wouldn't have been a problem.
No.
It wouldn't have been a problem. No, Disney helps fan the flames because they're so risk averse and they're so afraid of looking bad to one part of the audience. They don't give a crap about the majority of the audience who are just normal people who want to go and be entertained and escape.
Exactly.
They're so worried about their own people.
Yeah, it'll be a bomb. I can guarantee it.
What is sad about this is the fact that lots of these companies who were doing great have turned the entertainment industry completely into a place or where they want to be pushing their agenda or pushing whatever woke ideology and forcing it down the throat of people. Like, you have to, and exactly, they don't even care about the majority anymore. Now they just want to be so inclusive that they are pushing aside majority of their audience and feeding into a tiny group of people and forcing whatever agenda they are pushing to people's throat. It's not making sense. They should leave the entertainment and let entertainment be for entertainment, for the sole purpose of entertainment. And whatever ideology or whatever the nonsense they want to do, we don't need to see it. Nobody freaking cares. But again, remember, wokeism is not going to be the end of the society. We need to bring back sanity, and I don't think that is too much to ask. But I really love your thoughts in the comments down below. You can share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of the stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.